Hello people, so in this video we'll be talking about the top stock picks of 2026. Granted, it's supposed to go in January, but a lot of things been happening, and I'm trying to make the content better, so it's taking me a bit more time to sort out stuff. Anyways, with that said, to get this out doing the fast, like going to be a 3 maybe 4 part series of the top stock picks of 2026. All right, granted, between this and the third one should be a week or two. So we have dividend stocks, we have stable stocks, and we have growth stocks. And funny enough, some of these stocks are actually going to overlap, but in this video we're focusing primarily on the dividend stocks. So as normal, we're going to get like overview of the company, and then once we've completed that, then we'll go to some metrics essentially that we have used to validate these stocks. The only thing that's constant right across the board is that none of these stocks pay below 4% in dividend. So everything is 4% and up. That is my threshold for a dividend stock. All right. No further delay, these are the top stock picks of 2026. And the first one on the list is actually what one of our subscribers said. It's Govin Jarrett posted to get a stock pick that they want, and in the comment he said Sagicor as a core dividend stock, and it was true. So the first stock on this list is Sagicor. Bear in mind, on JC you're going to see several Sagicor. You're going to see Sagicor Group, you're going to see Sagicor Real Estate, Sagicor Select Fund, and Sagicor Select Fund Limited Manufacturing and Distribution. This one we're focusing on the Sagicor Group in and out itself. So what Sagicor does, in a nutshell, it is in the finance and insurance business in the grand scheme of things. How they make money? They make money through, probably everybody know Sagicor Insurance. So insurance premium. They also do investment management because they have a investment arm as well, and the regular financial stuff. So loan and other financial services. Granted, the main product is life and health insurance, and they also do pension and retirement plans and investment funds and them somewhere. So in the grand scheme of things, Sagicor is just a big financial company that predominantly focuses on insurance. Now, this is how Sagicor look. Up and down for the most part, really and truly. Up and down for the most part, but it does pay dividend. Now, it pays dividend approximately 2 times a year. So the dividend payout percentage is really 4.14%. So it's scraped by I guess, but 4.1%, and the dividend coverage ratio is 72.44%. I'm gonna video explaining dividend coverage ratio. It just means how much of net income they will have to take out in order to pay this dividend essentially. Now, normally one of the other things that I use to constitute a good dividend stock is them history, and Sagicor been paying out for alcohol. Granted, I typically look 5 to 10 years. JC provides 5 years, and that is good. What I want to also indicate is that as the stock price grows, the dividend should technically increase, or you'd want to see the dividend increase, which that just basically means that, let's say you normally get 5% dividend. If the stock price increase and they're paying the same amount of dividend, then your return essentially going to be less. So you're going to eventually be 3, then 2, then 1. So you want to see is that each year the dividend amount is being increased so that the percentage either maintains or increases. So for example, in this now, you can see that in 2023 compared to 2021, the dividend rose to 49%, and then you want to say, and then it fell for 2023, then it increased back another 15%, and then increased another almost 30% in 2025, which is good. Mean that they're based on how the dividend is being paid out, it's similar to how the stock actually moves. So I guess them probably just assess where the stock is and balancing out accordingly. So there is that. Now for some metrics. So return on equity is 8.86%. While past performance don't necessarily guarantee future results, you know that with return on equity, you can expect where the stock price going to go. You don't really expect it to do a drastic jump in stock price. But it's a dividend stock and this is a dividend stock video. So there is that. Then PB ratio is 1.54%. And PE ratio is 17.34%. And the highest their stock price been last year was 49. Well, so when I pull this today. So I pull this today. So the highest and lowest is going to be 52 weeks. So the highest would be $49 and the lowest it went last year was $37. So it might be a little bit off because I'm going to put it today. So probably a month in the back. So there is that. Next stock on the list, and it's also a new stock on the list as well, is Guardian Holding Limited. Additionally, this stock was another subscriber, I guess, brought to my attention, asked him some question, and I say, you know what, I'm looking into it and see if it actually can be a dividend stock. So Guardian Holding Limited is the next dividend stock. Now what Guardian Holding does, grand scheme of thing, and similar thing like Sagicor. So how they make money? They are a regional, means not just Jamaica, regional financial insurance and financial company in or across the Caribbean. Them essentially do the same thing like Sagicor, so insurance, investments, and I guess asset management fees. The main products really is life insurance, general insurance, so house, car, land, business. They also do pension and they also do investment products. In the grand scheme of things, it's just a giant company similar to Sagicor, and them earn money through the premiums that they charge. Alright, so the dividend coverage ratio is 20.74. Means 20% of them net income them use and pay out in dividend. This converted, when I did the maths, was 8.46%. So it's contesting with the next dividend stock. So this dividend payout is 8.46%. And it has been a stable dividend paying company. So in 2022, they make a big jump at dividend. They usually pay a roughly in the Jamaican equivalent would be about $3.78, and then all of a sudden them jump and I pay $16.04. So almost 434% increase in dividend payout since then. Each year now they grow little. So this year they paid, well, in 2023 they paid 2% increase in them dividend, and 5% increase in 2024, and then in 2025 they pay 65%. If me knowing the pattern recognition, I assume say the following dividend going to be a small increment in the following one, and then probably assume the third year going to be something big. So just based off the pattern that I am noticing. So there is that. However, as it relates to the metrics, the return on equity is 27.03%. Granted, they want anything over 12. So anything over 12% is stable. So 27.03% is good. They pay approximately 2 to 4 times depending on the year. The PB ratio is 0.65. The PE ratio is 2.42. And really and truly, looking at JSC, it gives some information about certain stuff like, as always, not this is financial advice, but based on what you can see the cycling wherever the stock is to see whether or not you want to jump in or jump out. But there is that. But yeah, so 8.43%, 46% is a very good payout for a dividend stock. And I know Guardian holding stock price is expensive, but at the same time, with focusing on the percentage of what you're getting. So there is that. Some people focus on units, but really and truly the percentage matters. The next stock on the list are familiar faces, and we're going to start off strong with the number one dividend paying stock for, at this point I don't even know however long it's been, and it's Carreras. And Carreras, as you can see, them stock price trajectory has just been going this way. You see him what? That's Carreras stock price. For a while now, really and truly, I've been talking about Carreras, and Carreras about like $8, and them say, oh, double it and carry back. So there is that. Anyway, so Carreras, in the grand scheme of thing, also another subscriber reached out saying, oh, they want more information on Carreras. There is a video coming out for Carreras specifically, but this is just the overview of the company as is. So Carreras, in a grand scheme of things, is in the manufacturing industry. So they manufacture and distribute cigar and tobacco products in Jamaica. They have several brands. Me just plaster them on the screen. Several brands, and they have the license to essentially distribute outside of Jamaica. The dividend coverage ratio is 79.31%, and the dividend payout with the average stock price about $16. If you have Carreras from when we have Carreras, or average price, whatever, that doesn't matter. But as is, some put the average price at $16.52 for the year, well, for 2025, you'd have gotten about a 9.02% dividend payout. So the return on equity has been 149%, which is good. Very, 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 very good. And even if some of the case next year, probably at $25 territory, I look on Carreras at, well, this year. Because I think they break the $20 mark, if I'm not mistaken. I remember last time. Anyways, the frequency of how much they pay out dividend is 4 times consistently, 4 times every year. The PB ratio is $3. The PB ratio is 38.47, and the PE ratio is 25.8. The lowest price for last year was, I think, $13.99, and the highest price, which would have been this year actually, would have been 21.20. So I'm already break the $20 mark. So, and as I say, I always want to see the dividend being increased, and with Carreras it has increased. Granted, in 2021 the dividend did fall 5%, but then it picked up back the following year, 2023 8%, then 2024 16%, and the biggest they've paid to date, which will be 2025 in November, was 47% increase. So they've been warning with themselves. The next dividend stock on this list is, as I say, the following stocks are normal. Stanley Motta. And Stanley Motta, in the grand scheme of things, a real estate company. Them collect rent, and they operate the 58 HWT place in a arbitrary. They across from the big flow, I guess, head office. So there is that. They make the money through collecting rent from the commercial space that they have. They also have warehouse and regular corporate buildings that they lease. In the grand scheme of things, Stanley Motta is a big landlord, and them have steady earnings, honestly. Yeah. So one thing I've always admired about Stanley Motta, they need to start pay with some more, but I guess Massina allow them, is the dividend coverage ratio is 5.3%. Means yeah, the dividend coverage ratio is 5.3%. It's actually one of the lowest of all dividend cover ratios that we have in this list are me really and truly in the market. So yeah, you can expect them to continuously pay dividends because they're not really a sweat about it. So there is that. The dividend payout was 4.33%, which is good. Same way I'd say everything over 4% is what we're focusing on. So there is that. The return on equity is 22.69. The frequency in payment is normally between 2 to 3 times a year. The PB ratio is 10.22, and the PE ratio is 2.8. The lowest price for 2025 was above $4.55, and the highest price was $7.49. I think they're about $7 something right now. So it really at the peak where it would be. For Stanley Motors now, the payout actually it fell back in 2022. I know they were doing some renovations and some like construction stuff, and then it also fell back in 2024, which technically 2024 was when them complete them last the last building that they were raising up. So I guess that is fine. Them still they maintain them dividend payout. That is fine. And stock price nobody wish by them. So I give them grace. Because in 2025 they increased the amount they would have paid by 234%. So I guess them probably just there hold the funds just in case anything come, and then I guess now everything good and willingly, so them give the investors a good amount. And even at that increase, and them still only pay 5% or roughly 5% of the income. That is very good. Now the last stock on this list is, of course, everybody's favorite stock, TransJamaica Highway. TransJamaica Highway essentially operates the toll road of Highway 2000 and all of its networks in the grand scheme of things. These are all of the roads that they cover, and how they make the money, them really just collect fees from vehicle passing the toll road. So there is that. They just collect fees, maintain the road. So make sure so the road good, and then collect fees. Trans good dividend customer company. Stable, them have control pricing. I'm not going themselves, but this is not the video for Glaze and Trans. You can see Trans stock price is also similar to Carreras. In the grand scheme of things, similar actually, you can't think about it. That's how they've been going. Trans dividend cover ratio is 47.9%, and the payout is 6.10. So about 6.10% I get back my money. The return on equity is 51.63, which is good. I would say one more than 12. So that is good. Then payout about twice a year. It was once a year, then them pay out 3 times a year, and then I think everybody cycle that the 2 times a year. Because if then investor there say, oh wow, some more frequent dividends. Which in a sense them bust the same amount of money in two same dividends. Anyways, PB ratio is 7.21, the PE ratio is 13.97. The lowest stock price last year was $3.42, and the highest was $7. So Trans passed my projections at $5 for 2025. I think it was 2025. And the next one that I have never checked my anyway it's $12. One thing with Trans is they've been paying out them dividends. I'm like that. It fell 1% when them just it come to the market, then you go back, increase by 200% after the Rona, and then now they've been gradually increasing. But 2 2% in 2024. After 2025, they increased it about 35%. So there is that. And that is it, guys. The aim is to make you get the information fast, decisive. Come late. Apologies at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work 8 o'clock. But when it finish the video, I'm going to record it so we can edit it and get it out. So for the next set of stocks will be the growth stocks, and then I guess the stable stocks afterwards, so they can, if you're not actually going, even invest on them stocks here. But as always, none of this is financial advice. May I beg you, do not want due diligence. Alright, but I work with numbers, not in a financial advisor. Alright, not in a financial advisor. So with that said, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want to excel, the excels for everything, they'll be in my course. Honestly, I try push the course. Yeah, if you want to support the youths them, or if you want to send me some coins, there is that. But it does take time to actually make these videos. It does take time. Time could I use to do other stuff, making other coins, but I still like to share information. So there is that. So if you can help out use them, there is that. Also, merch soon come out. I don't know. I don't know when to drop money for this this side. When it drop, can support use them. We figure out how distribution go, etc. etc. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. And with that, as always, love you guys. Peace.